Well, that was dramatic. Or almost dramatic.
Almost. You know, the great thing is, like, we were both relatively calm.
Yeah.
Liv was calling EA. I was looking at other chargers in town.
Did we explain the whole thing properly?
I don't know. Let's just pretend you didn't see anything.
In case
Quickly,
you missed it.
we pulled up to the EA station, and I'm like, "Oh, this one's down." And then I'm like, "Let me move over to the other." Like, this one is no power either. I'm like, none of them have power. So then I'm like, "Uh-oh, let's see if we can make it to Flagstaff." So I start to go. This like, okay, I think we'll have like a 2 mile
And
buffer.
we had 36 miles of range, and it was 34 miles to get there.
38 and 36.
Okay.
So, but then like by the time we got to the freeway, it was like 36 or 34 and 34. Like the numbers, the range number was dropping. I was like, nope, let's figure out what we're gonna do. So, and Liv was like, I think you need to stop and see if we can find a level 2 somewhere. So we went to what was it?
We pulled into a Maverick. Patrick starts investigating, and I think he found a level 2 and tried to coal, but he couldn't get coals out.
Yeah, Liv was on the phone with EA, and I'm like, well, let me call the level 2 chargers. So we're both multitasking.
Yeah.
You know, she's calling EA. I'm like, let me call the level 2 because they were at hotels. I was just going to call the hotel and like, hey, do you have power? But both the local calls were dying. The 1-800 number to EA worked.
And by the way, I called EA, one, because there was not much else to do, but two, in case they were in communication with the power company. It was clear that there was an outage everywhere because we pulled into the Maverick and they had a big sign on the door, no power. So,
Well, and it's also that thought of like, hey, EA, power's out. Might want to put a thing on the
app
app and plug share. Instead, what did the lady say?
It was very frustrating. So, and I was very clear. I said, the power is out. Are you in communication with the power company? Do you have any information on when, what they're doing, if the power is going to come back on soon? Also, can you note that the power, that the charger is down? The charger is 100% down. She puts me on hold for a couple minutes and comes back on and she's like, I can see that charger is fully online. I'm like,
no.
And I started out nice. I hate when, like, I just, how do you not get a little, because it's like, no, it's offline. I know, because we're stranded now and it's all offline. So, and she was like, okay, no.
Yeah.
I can't even remember how that ended.
Well, Liv went to talk to the Maverick people, and they're like, "Yeah, we have no power. We can't do anything." The people trying to get gas were like, "What are we gonna do? We just gotta wait."
The people getting gas are freaking out a little bit. Sorry, when I exit the car, is because I saw people from Maverick exiting the store, and I'm like, I'm just gonna ask them. Maybe they live here. Maybe they live nearby. Can I please pay you to charge at your house? Do you know anyone who has a charger? Do you know anyone nearby? Maybe we can find out how widespread the power outage is, because we couldn't get that information and we couldn't move to find out. We couldn't risk it.
We couldn't risk it because I looked and there's like a charger on the way up to the Grand Canyon, but it was 30 miles. And I'm like, well, we can't risk going up there and they have a power outage and then we're like 30 miles away. So it was like all of these things that I was just sort of like running through my head. And it wasn't in panic. It wasn't like, oh my gosh. It was sort of like, as I was trying to call the hotels to see if they had power, I was also noting they had availability. So I was like, we'll just stay here tonight. Maybe we'll go to the Grand Canyon in the morning.
Ooh,
we want to get to Santa Fe tomorrow.
Yeah, true.
So it's just took it all in stride. And then all of a sudden we saw the door open to the gas station. We're like, whoa, they have power. So then Liv was chatting with the person and thanking him for his help. And I'm like, let's go.
And we got to the charger. As we told you, Patrick was worried that like maybe there'd be a line of people, which totally makes sense. It's 4th of July. This particular corridor had a power outage. Like maybe there'd be a whole bunch of people there, but there were only 3 people charging: an EV9, Volvo C40, and that's it. So that was all great and good. And we learned some things. So we learned some things through this. Like, it's so funny because on the way to the charger, we were writing our road trip tips. We've been
Yeah.
planning to film that on a road trip. And so we're like getting it down so that we can film it tomorrow. And I feel like we learned some new things. This video is sponsored by Getaway Space.
We are all probably familiar with some of the challenges of public charging.
Broken or busy chargers, lack of amenities like bathrooms and shade.
Enter Getaway Space.
They're transforming the whole public charging experience.
Imagine pulling up to a vibrant space with 40 DC fast chargers and tons of food options.
There'll be comfy rest areas to relax and recharge while your car is recharging too. And to ensure 100% uptime, a whole team of local engineering support to maintain the equipment.
But to bring this vision to life, they need you to show your support.
Join the revolution and help them build the charging stations of the future by joining their waitlist.
Check the link down in the description.
Side note, I love that like Patrick is just like casually blue cruising. Like, la la la
Have
la.
a conversation.
So it's
I
not
could do sign
necessarily,
language if I knew it.
if we knew it, I know my name, that's about it. We could say I love you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's ours.
So it's potentially not necessary to go to 80, but go more than you need, perhaps. If you're conservative like us in the charging realm, like Kyle Connor would have probably driven it. He'd be fine. He probably would have relished the danger.
Well,
but not me.
And we were literally at the point because we're at the gas station, and I'm like, you know what? I actually brought up a car scanner again, and I was looking at it. I was like, it says we have 19.05 kilowatt hours left to the battery. If it's 34 miles, even if we're only doing 2 miles per kilowatt hour, we should make it. And then I was like, that was us doing like 75, maybe slightly more. To get here, our worst efficiency was, still indicates that we could have made it. So I'm like, we'll do like 65 or 60 if we have to. But then the power came on. And oh, by the way, I think this is interesting. Sorry for jumping around. So we went over and we were able to charge. The gas station when we left, they were like, we're not going to be able to pump gas for at least 15 minutes.
Oh, right.
It takes a while for their systems to come back online. So I was like, we were able to charge faster than the gas cars were able to get gas after
fair.
A power outage.
And like we said, I think we said, oh my gosh, I'm not even keeping track. This was a situation the gas vehicles and us EVs had. We were all experiencing this situation.
And I've been in a gas car where I pull over and I'm like, I'm on fumes. And if they were completely out, I would have been in trouble. And there's times when I'm on a road trip and I pull over, usually because like, I got to go to the bathroom. I got like a quarter tank. I'll go ahead and get gas. In that situation, I would have been like, yeah, power outage. I'm just going to Flagstaff.
Yeah. Now, okay, it's making me think because we had one little situation. I can't even remember when we were driving through New Mexico. We missed Wagon Mound and we should have turned around and gone back to Wagon Mound. We didn't. We thought we'd be fine and we weren't fine. And we had to charge in Las Vegas, New Mexico at a 110, right?
No, it was 240.
Was it 240?
Yeah,
it still took forever.
but because we just needed a little bit. I think we got 7% on the battery while we went and had dinner, which was sort of made the best of that situation. We needed dinner anyways. We got 7%, and then we got to the charger. We added 7%. We got to the charger with 6%. So I guess we would have been a -1 if we wouldn't have skipped
Exactly. So we need to pay attention to what we would have been at now. Ooh, I love the scooch. I just saw the scooch happen as I was looking over. The car just scooched because it's blue cruising and there's a truck right there.
I should have made note. Oh, well, we were 80%. We were at 19% when we were at Maverick getting ready to head this way.
Okay, so we'll pay attention to that. And
it won't be completely accurate, but I'll figure it out. Like
it won't be accurate because we would have driven more slowly, but it'll be interesting. So that's one thing we learned: charge more than you need potentially, or charge more than enough to get to the next place. So give yourself a good chunk of buffer, right?
And it's like we were talking about, like we're carrying like an air inflator with this. We're carrying like our portable charger, the Tesla destination adapter, which we don't think we're going to need on this trip, but it's insurance. So in some ways, it's like charging extra can be a little bit of insurance. Now there are
Yeah.
situations like even if you charge a bunch extra, you're still not gonna be able to make it to the next charging station. So it's still a bit of a judgment call. It's still nice to have a little bit extra in case. There was a situation in Colorado, I remember, because they closed Glenwood Canyon. So people had to divert around that. But the people, people that didn't plan for like the ability to do like an hour and a half detour, they had to turn around, go charge up enough so they could make the detour route because the detour was really off-road. Not off-road, but off well-traveled paths.
Yeah, and that situation, that's just tough.
And it's rare, but it's
Yeah.
like, it's like, why do you carry a spare tire? How many flats did you have in a past
Well, the
year?
whole you'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. I guess the same goes for miles, for kilowatts, right?
Yep. And just take things in stride,
Definitely. Always be positive. And second thing I learned in this situation is use the community as your resource. Don't be afraid to reach out for help, right? So I
Yeah.
think it was really, really kind and cool of Sue, who you didn't see, she didn't want to be on camera, and Derek at Maverick to be so open to helping out these strangers who weren't even going to be using their facilities or whatever.
By the way, I don't know if you guys can see the sign that we're going under. It says, "Don't drag change. One spark can start a wildfire." I tried to find out about that wildfire that we saw in the media, and I did not see anything.
Oh,
But
I hope it's out.
yeah, there's another fire north of Kingman that was like 200 acres. So that,
Oh my God.
yes.
Wow. So don't drag chains or throw anything out your window. Don't throw cans out, cigarettes, whatever. And don't be afraid to reach out to your community. So the community being the kind people around you. Strangers aren't always kind, but when they are, it's really great. It's nice to be a kind stranger too, if you can. So I thought that was really, really nice that they helped. Sue, who you didn't see, she was on her way to start her holiday, her vacation. So that was really generous of her to hang out with me as I was like, does anyone in town have an electric vehicle that we can charge at their house? We'll pay. That's a weird thing to ask. And then Derek was really helpful. So Maverick, by the way, is actually they're a big gas station company and they have a bunch, but they actually have 4 charging stations in Utah. I think it's 4. It might be more actually. But
By the way, and
it'd be
he said
great
they
if it was
bought
this one.
the gas station Come and Go, which I know in Colorado, a couple of those have charge point chargers that are in coordination with the state.
Ooh,
So
right.
it's really interesting seeing gas stations get in on the business. Hopefully, we'll get the charge at Flying J.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
I want custard.
I know. So now that's that. We're okay. We have charge. We're gonna get custard and say hello to our friend at Flagstaff. Everything's good. We've learned some things. We're gonna smile and enjoy the ride.
We had a blast. We were talking and eating, and now it's time to go. The sun's going down, so it's going to get dark, but oh well. We have 119 miles of range. Our charging stop in Winslow is 62 miles. If you look over here on the big map, you'll see this is sort of like where our range is. I programmed in all the way to Santa Fe. I was showing our friend Mark, I'll say friend now, the route that we're going to take to get to Santa Fe. So basically, programmed in all the way, which means it's going to tell me to charge here in Winslow. Our hotel's there. Hopefully we can charge in the hotel. If not, we'll have enough to get to, I think that's Gallup, New Mexico, if I'm not mistaken. And so we're good to go. We're going to go ahead, get on the road. And maybe this means we get to check out an EV Go station. We're going to try it. If not, we'll go to Electrify America. So there you go. And it's getting late. It's 6:51.
We are much later than we meant to be, but at least it was for a nice reason, not because we were stuck somewhere. Although we were delayed because we were stuck,
delayed.
yeah.
But that's okay. Like what else are we going to do? Go watch HD TV in the hotel room?
Yes, because that's what you do in hotels. They're mosquitoes. Yeah, you hold.
I'm
We
gonna
have to
hold.
run. They
We're-
like me.
Stand still.
Okay.
It's not like pacing on the corner in Winslow, Arizona. It's standing on the corner in Winslow,
And we
Arizona.
are.
Our third visit.
Yeah.
We'll put a link to the other video. But anyways, we just had to stop by real quick. Oh no, you're
all
good.
good.
Everybody wants to take their photos, so we're gonna run. We're gonna go charge real
There are
quick.
fireworks happening, which is really exciting. Last time we were here, we got a present for our patrons, our Unbridled members.
The stores are
just
closed.
across the street, but it's late. We're gonna go charge. Oh, okay.
All right, watch out.
That's cool. Our own separate area, undercover.
And these are the new ones that are GM Energy / EVgo, and then also Flying J. So this is really cool.
This is so cool.
We're gonna go up here. We're gonna try to charge just on this one. I don't know which one we want to do. I have Auto Charge Plus enabled, which means I should be able to just plug in and it will give me the discounted EVgo rate. I think I get a discount from AAA. So we'll see. And we don't have our chip stats. We'll just be magically putting them up here.
We're going to make this Patrick's job.
Yeah. So anyways, let's go.
Let's go.
See if there's any mosquitoes.
No.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. It's like weird. The EVgo logo is really small, but I think it's still EVgo and still should get me my charge rate.
Simultaneous charging available. How's stretching that thing?
It's a little bit cumbersome.
Yeah.
Payment has been authorized. Super quick.
That was super fast. Wow, DJI, the camera, it seems to be working quite well right now.
Good.
By the way.
Let's see, I'm just curious. Yes, be safe. It looks like it's starting to charge actually. I can bring up my Ford Pass app and see if it's actually doing anything. It clunked.
It's clanking.
Matching voltage.
Oh ho ho. 3 of 3 steps then. Woo.
There we go.
Woo. Look at all this info. 41% state of charge. It's
Cost
ramping up.
It's the only thing that it's not showing.
It's ramping
there we
up
go.
64, 67.
Let's click on, well, let's see what we get up to. 111. This is a 350 kilowatt, so hopefully we can get above like 155, 160.
We hit 155
156, right?
At a 150 earlier.
Yeah.
Come on.
There we go.
Oh,
155 for a second. 155. There we
go. Oh. And I feel mosquitoes.
It's fluctuating.
Yeah.
Let's click on session details. Oh, I love this. 400, 430 amps. It's just bouncing a little bit. 361 volts. 145, 146, 155, 156. By the way, the car says we need to charge to 75% to get to our next charger. We decided that we're going to go ahead and do that, maybe go to 80% because we have to detour and go to the hotel, which has chargers. And we talked, like we could call the hotel and say like, are they both open and free, or not free, but open and available? Blink, they're on the Blink network. It says they're available, but between the 30 minutes that we leave here and get there, somebody could go take them.
There's totally a ton of people who are out for dinner right now that are going to go back to the hotel and plug in.
You never know. You never know.
Yeah.
So it's just like,
we'll find out.
We have a fast charge here. We'll go up to 80%. We're still doing, over 150 kilowatts.
I'm getting bit.
So let's go hide in the car.
Or in the, I want to go in here.
Let's
Flying
go.
J's.
Yeah, let's go get a snack or something.
Okay. This is so cool though. This looks great. Very spacious, accessible on either side. So if the driver or the passenger is in a wheelchair, it's accessible. Patrick's gonna take a photo.
I'm gonna take photos and check in.
I love that it matches our car. And like
Thanks,
the
GM.
electric sign and the lighting and everything and the poles match our car. This looks so cool. So like it. And oh my gosh, Wait, we need to do this right now. Patrick's taking photos, but when he's done, I'm gonna clean the car. Okay, he's done. It's squeegee time. This looks so soapy and clean making. I'm so excited. There's paper in there. That's gross. But all right, let's get this clean. It's not the best wiper, to be honest, but it's something. This was distractingly awesome. What are we at?
We're at like 83% now. We got distracted because there's fireworks, and we tried to get a little bit of footage. Hopefully, if so, like you don't have to see me, you'll see fireworks footage.
And you know how it is. It's like bigger in person than it is on camera.
It's way off in the distance. But I'm going to unplug. Yeah. We're charging at 39 kilowatts.
I love this. I just sit here and he does the work, and I'll watch fireworks. In the meanwhile, Flying J was great. We got some Zero Gatorade. They have a Denny's attached. They're building their deli, but they had a lot of good stuff.
Final costs unavailable. We were here for 25 minutes, basically.
Wow.
36 kilowatt hours. Hopefully it went to my account. Well, it had to because I just plugged in.
And I just want one firework.
Okay.
No, we have to go. I can't believe it was so short because we were standing there for like, I don't know, 7 minutes.
Yeah. Well, we went and tried to find a bathroom and all that. The men's bathroom wasn't working, but anyway. It said go to the other side with the showers. I was like, I'm good. We're only like 30 minutes from the hotel. Well, again, sorry about the stats and all. We're at 83%.
I'm going to stop and buckle in.
I like the fact that these could also be pull-through spots.
Yes.
If you have a trailer, there's flexibility.
And it's dark now, and we are using our DJI, and the camera quality looks great.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I hope we see some fireworks as we drive off.
There've been some over here.
There's some very daring people setting off some big ones. When I said that, it would have been, oh yeah.
Oh, did you get one?
I did. It looked really, oh, that's cool.
I'm missing it.
Oh, it's happening.
Oh,
it's right in front of us. Oh, yeah.
And we're getting ready to hop on the freeway, so.
Okay.
Well, that's cool.
That's so cool. Uh-huh. I feel like we're having a 4th of July celebration in the car right now. Well, it's hard to see you, but...
Yeah, that's all right. We're 30 minutes from the hotel.
Yes.
29 minutes. Okay, let's go get some rest.
Let's go for a couple hours. Welcome to Holbrook. Wow, they're both open. I didn't even need a charge. No EVs are coming here. These look really nice. Wait, what is our trip? What did we do?
I don't know. I forgot. Trip 2. I think I just messed it up.
Did you? I swear tomorrow will be better.
33.7 miles. I got all the stats. They're just going to be like right here. We're going to put them right. Oh, no. They're always on my behind me. So put it behind me.
Let's just keep doing this stuff because this is really weird looking. All right, go plug in. Tell me if there are bugs out there.
There are. There's always bugs.
I don't want to go out then. Touch the green button to charge now.
There we go.
How cool is this? We're going to start at 100% in the morning. As long as nothing happens.
Yeah. I don't normally want to charge and hit 100% like at 1 a.m. and then not leave it. But it's, it's not going to kill the car to do it every once in a while.
And the convenience on a 1,200-mile road trip is just too much to avoid.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I can monitor in the car. I could have said what we finished at, so let me do that at least.
I'm turning around. I'm coming around.
We're at 66%. We have 120 miles of range.
What did you say?
66%. It says we'll hit at 137. We'll hit 100%. We're charging at 5 kilowatts. Doesn't matter. We got plenty of time
We
to
have
charge.
120 miles of range right now.
Yes. Do I got to repeat everything?
Just because I came around and we weren't facing you, so we're going to have to cut that footage.
Ah.
Yeah. It's the logic.
I had to look to fit.
Yeah, but it was the back of the thingy. Now this is all going to be in the video. Like,
Yeah,
you don't know, sometimes we never edit anything. We don't edit. We don't cut much, so like you see the flubs, but we will cut things like that. Like sometimes one of us is filming and it's facing the back of the car or the back of someone's head or schmack.
Let's go check in and then get our
Okay.
bags.
Okay. Should we say goodbye to everyone?
Oh yeah, we could do that. Do you want to sit in the car and do that real quick?
Sure.
Okay. Okay, we're going to say goodbye, but before we say goodbye, today we did 584.1 miles, 10 hours and 17 minutes of car on time. That includes some idle stuff. 2.3 miles per kilowatt hour. We'll try to get some other stats, like I was saying, to put up with charging costs and those type of things. We will also maybe put that in the description. I'm not sure, but it's
Big commitments.
yeah. We'll try to get some charging costs.
I'm in low light mode. Is that okay?
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Okay.
Let's turn around and we'll say goodbye.
So, thank you so much for joining us for this first leg of our road trip. We drove 584 miles. I don't know how it feels like way more.
We did 800 miles when we did the race to Vegas from Colorado, and I think we did better there. I mean, we stopped to meet a friend. We had the power outage issue. We
tried to go to a museum that was closed.
Yeah, I mean, well, and the museum being closed didn't delay us.
It was April. It was nicer weather.
Yeah.
It was colder in the race to Vegas. Yeah,
it's
like
cold.
hot weather makes a big difference. Always be aware of the weather when you're driving an EV or cars in general. Anyways, thank you so much for joining us for this video. Keep an eye out because the next video in this series is going to Meow Wolf, which I'm very excited about.
Santa Fe and Meow Wolf.
Santa Fe. So we're going from...
Not as long as a journey, but it'll be way more fun.
Potentially. If you're only interested in the car stuff, then you'll have maybe less to watch. I don't know.
We'll make it interesting. We'll
How are you going to make it interesting?
charge in the rain.
Is it going to rain?
No.
We're in the desert.
Yep.
I'm going to sprinkle you.
It actually might rain on Sunday, by the way. So,
Oh.
anyways,
Oh.
we'll see.
All right. On that note, huge thank you to our patrons for supporting this channel. We deeply appreciate you guys. We try to do special things like pick up trinkets for our patrons, especially on long trips like this, because we're out exploring. We want to gather things on the road, and they will likely get videos like this early. We try to give them videos early. What do we call it? Early access. That's it. I'm tired. We should go. Huge thank you to our YouTube members. We appreciate you guys too. And
Goodbye.
just remember that
Whatever you're staying tonight, good night.
whatever you drive, whatever corner you're standing on,
Ah, okay.
enjoy
That works.
the ride.
Yeah. Or stand. The
stand,
corner.
stand on that corner. Bye.
By the way, it's 9 o'clock, so it's not like hugely late. It's just a, heat and driving.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever.
All right.
Bye.
See ya.